Okay, I think we are live. Are we live? We might be live. Hmm. What's up, everybody? We are live, it looks like. Okay, I'm going to get this link going here. Copy the link. All right. Where beeth thou? There it is. Okay, so we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to try to do a panel stream tonight. If anybody's out there, we have a few people who are still awake. I have a few things I'm going to talk about. In the meantime, let me just go ahead. And there's the link in the chat. If you are tuned in, you can click on that link and you can join, maybe, if you would like to talk to me and whatnot. It's a little bit of a mess in here. I was doing some organizing of some of my CDs earlier this evening. And yeah, it's kind of fucking chaotic in the Humble Among library right now. So, let's see. I had some group topic things I wanted to get to. In the meantime, let me run down a few things, a few news items and whatnot. The new Mikey Clark song came out, The World as We Know It, an instrumental song. Let's see, there was the ICP Patreon lineup was announced. We're going to go through that. I see we have a guest already. That's what's up. Ouija Max Pretty Ugly 2 came out yesterday, I guess, or 2 days ago now, because we are technically in Sunday right now. It is, late Saturday night. And yeah, Ouija debuted at number 2 on the alternative charts. Let's get my guy up on here. Let's see, add to stream. See, this is the first time we've done a panel stream, and we're going to have the very first guest on this bitch. What's up, my guy?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. How you doing this evening?
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Let me see here. Turn my volume down just a little bit.
Yeah, is my mic
How
all
you,
right?
so how you doing, man? You said you're super.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're the first guest I've had on here. So
Well, I guess I
congratulations.
should. I guess I feel a little bit honored then.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, I guess the general topic I was gonna go with tonight was Oh, I see a kitty in the
Yeah,
place.
I guess my cat's your second guest, eh?
Oh, that's what's up. Shouts out. What's your cat's name?
Oh, this one's Mr. Floyd. He's
Oh,
my
it's a
look.
very cute kitty. It's all black. I like the all black kitties.
Yeah, he's my little gentleman.
That's what's up. So I guess the general topic tonight is the paranormal and the dark carnival. And
Yeah, that when you mentioned that on your last video, that did interest me, and I was like, ooh, that sounds spicy.
So, basically, my theory with the Dark Carnival is that the whole thing is a paranormal, activity type of it's a paranormal thing.
Yeah,
So,
I would agree.
going all the way back to Violent J having the dream and all of that stuff. Like if you read Behind the Paint and or listen to the audio book version of Behind the Paint, he's talking about uh basically having what do you call it? Sleep paralysis is yeah. Sleep paralysis is essentially
Yeah,
what Violent J is going through there. And
yeah,
some people will say that that is a paranormal thing. Some people will say it's just, it's a sleep disorder. But
yeah.
I don't know.
But
It's
if you look into it, there's very peculiar and very interesting things that are involved with that.
yeah, there's definitely some weird shit that goes into it where it's almost like, well, how I mean, there's a great documentary about it called The Nightmare, that without going too crazy into it, that really is fascinating. It's an interesting shit. But so basically, my paranormal experiences with the Dark Carnival, if you will, is very light, just vibes, if you will. Every time I've been to an ICP show or an event, I've felt like, I don't know, just something in the air. Like I feel like I'm a very
Yeah,
vibey person anyway. Like I'm an empath, I'm told.
yeah, I can relate with that. I vibe with that. Yeah,
Yeah, like I just feel something. Like the first time I went to the gathering, it's just immediately you get in there and you're just feeling something different, and
yeah,
weird things just start happening. And
yeah.
that's
Like
that's
that's
that
some of the
paranormal
most
shit.
magical stuff I've experienced in years is being at the gathering this year. Like it fucking changed my life, dude, for real.
Was it your first gathering?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So congratulations, first of all. That's
Well, thank
awesome.
you,
It
thank
was
you. I
only my
appreciate that,
second
man.
gathering this past year, so I feel like a baby myself, just getting my feet wet still. But
Yeah,
you had a great experience, I take it from
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
had many great experiences. Like met so many incredible, awesome people, man.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
So did you have any, I don't know, paranormal experiences, any crazy coincidences? Because in my
yeah,
experiences, a
yeah.
lot of just weird things will happen where you'll turn around and someone will be there that you're like, I was just thinking of like you and now you're here. Like weird things like that will happen.
In fact, I have an actual incredible story about that. So before the get, so for a little bit of context, like my sister's like one of the most important people in my life and shit, and she's got a really bad heart disorder. So like it's amazing that she even made it to be 30. It was just her birthday, November 1st, and like she's lucky to be fucking alive even still today because she could be gone any moment because of it. But anyway, due to her heart condition and everything, like makes her struggle, of course, and everything. So Steve-O's book, like she bought that motherfucker when it first came out, you know, and that like gave her so much fucking inspiration. Like I don't know. I mean, I told Steve-O myself when I met him, I was like, I haven't read the book myself, man. But my sister, like, it changed her fucking life, and like, gave her some like will to fight and everything, and that
And
meant so
you
much to
ran
me.
into Steve-O at the gathering, I take it then?
Yeah, yeah. But
Wow.
the thing is, like before the gathering, like even before he was announced, I was like, man, because I watched that podcast with Steve-O and Violent J. And I was like, man, I bet Violent J's gonna fucking talk to me like, yo, go to the fucking gathering and shit. So right then there, I had the idea of like, man, I'm gonna steal that fucking book off my sister's shelf, not even fucking tell her, get that motherfucker signed by him, and then come back and be like, yo, here's what I did for you, man, because like I fucking love you. And I made it happen.
You made that happen. That's that manifest destiny shit, man. That's that making it happen, just almost knowing it was gonna happen type shit.
Yeah, because like I felt it in my heart, like the Dark Carnival was speaking to me like, yo, you can do this because like your heart's in the right place or something. I
That's
don't
what's
know.
up.
But like you were saying, like all the paranormal coincidences and everything, like there were so many things that like led up to that were just so coincidental to even that moment. I was like, it just blows my mind thinking about it.
Yeah. Facts, man. I mean, that I wish I had any, because I know there are people that have had stronger experiences than just just little coincidences and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Yackle, Yak. I hope he ends up coming on here. He apparently had some really intense experience this past year, so hopefully he joins the stream at some point here.
Yeah, I would love to hear other people's stories about this too.
If you do have a paranormal experience, that's the point of this show, by the way. So let me know in the chat. I did drop the stream yard link in the chat earlier. I can drop it again if you guys want to join the stream. If you have any experiences, that's the shit that I'm really interested in. I did have some more questions though while you're on. I would like to ask.
Okay.
Did you do any VIP shit at the gathering? Did you?
Yeah, I did the VIP experience. Yeah.
What was that like?
That was awesome. I mean, it didn't last as long as I wanted it to, but like I got to meet them and chop it up with them at least for a couple minutes, and like just thank them for like, thank you for motivating me to get my ass off the fucking couch and do something with my life, because like, man, not before like the Dark Carnival came into life and ISP and everything, like, I wasn't really going nowhere, like besides the ground,
So it's a very this whole Juggalo scene, if you will, has been a very positive influence on you, huh?
Yeah, it's my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. I like to hear stuff like that, man. That makes me happy to hear shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking nervous to meet those dudes. Like, I met Shaggy kind of sorta when they came up on the TVE camp there.
I met Shaggy then.
Fucking shook that he even like looked at me and said something to me. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? So
Cool.
yeah, I think I'm kind of ready to meet them now, but like I'm still a little fucking shook to meet them. I don't know what the fuck I would say to them. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna drop to the ground and do like the Wayne's World, like we are not fucking, we are not worthy of type of thing.
And that's interesting that you say that, because like before going to that VIP experience, because that was on the third day. In fact, when Shaggy pulled up to the TPE camp and we were there, that was like right after it happened. So Shaggy was like, "Yay, I just saw you,"
That's weird. So it was the same day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know another one of my questions I wanted to ask some people that come on here is, what do you think of Yum Yum Bedlam?
Yo, I feel like that could be like the riddle box of this deck or something.
Interesting. It definitely has kind of that color scheme. I know a lot of people are saying that with that color.
Yeah, that too. But I don't know. It's like kind of like with this year's gathering. It's like all the closet ninjas and like people like who, I don't know. It's getting a lot of more people on board. I feel in some way. Because like just like this year at the gathering, like it was my first year, and like I met so many people who was also their first year.
It's good to hear that so many people are having positive experiences their first year coming in, and that there's new people coming in general, because that's always great to hear to me. Did you spin the wheel? It was your first year. Did you spin the wheel?
I was there when my homegirl and some other dude had already spun the wheel, so I learned quick, and I did not spin the wheel.
Yeah, I'm shook of the wheel. I'm shook of the wheel because I know that on some versions of the wheel, there's a thing where they want you to shave your head, like right down the middle. I think on a Family Underground, some ninja does get it shaved right down the middle. I am so fucking shook to get that shit done. Like, I am scared shitless to get that slot. So.
Well, when I was at the wheel, my homegirl,
there's so many of them that involve drinking that I just couldn't participate in.
Yeah, speaking of which, that was the one that like my homegirl participated in, because some dude had spun the wheel and he had to drink or chug a beer out of some girl's ass crack. So me and my homegirl were walking by, and she's like, "Hey, I'll do it."
So
how many buttholes did you see?
I mean, honestly, not that many. I did see. I'd say maybe a good half dozen dozen holes. Not that many, all things considered, though.
Yeah, I heard some ninjas say that like there was a lack of buttholes and boobies or in whoops or whatever, But
I
like
saw a lot of boobies. I probably saw more boobies than buttholes.
Yeah, me too. But I still saw a good amount of buttholes, and I made my brown eye kiss and blow kisses at other people too.
Oh man, I still haven't done that. motherfuckers be trying to get me to fucking show my shit too.
I wasn't afraid. I was like, hell yeah, you know. I came across a ninja who was it was his first year too, and his homies duct taped him to a chair, and he couldn't escape until he saw 100 buttholes. You know, and I walked up right
Holy
at the time
shit.
where he was getting set up and everything. That lady was on the microphone. I was like, hey, I'll be your first butthole.
He had a fucking quota.
Yeah. It took him
So
a while
back
to get there.
back to Yum Yum Bedlam though. What's your favorite song on there? If you had to
Uh,
think about it.
I don't know. I'm really vibing with like Carnival of Lights, you know?
Word up. Word up. I
Yeah.
just gave it another listen through on the in the car the other day, and I was coming back into my little town there, and it was just nightfall had just fallen, and Carnival Lights came on, and it was so just perfect fucking timing. Really
Nice.
appreciated it. Really appreciated that song on that listen through. um, a lot of people have a certain feeling about the producer tags on Yum
Oh
Yum Bed.
yeah. Yeah, that was
What's your opinion on the producer tags? I'll just go ahead. I
I
want to
mean
hear your opinion.
I
Uh,
mean, I didn't mind it too much, you know. I mean, obviously it's got to be done the right way and shit, you know, to be passable. I mean, some of them I felt were a little outpaced, but like overall, I didn't really care too much. I mean, we're used to the Ouija Mac, you know, thing now and
right.
stuff, and like it's just I think it's just that ninjas aren't used to it, especially from ICP and it being a Joker's card. You know, they were really not expecting that, but you know, they've been in the rap game for forever. You know, like it's about time they at least try it out. You know, right? I mean,
Yeah, my take on it is like I honestly don't care, and I think it's
yeah,
actually kind of fresh because what it does is it gives shine to these producers, and it's just done in rap nowadays anyway.
yeah.
And
Plus, not only
honestly,
that,
it's
but it
sort of a
also
badge
makes
of
it
honor.
different.
You know what I mean? To have some of these
Yeah.
producer tags up on that shit. So
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure
think it's
Shaggy
fresh as
Airhead is
anything.
so honored and like you know so proud of that. You know.
Let's see. I did have some other talking points.
Locally, dokily.
So Jay's sobriety. Jay is definitely newly sober. Um, uh, and I'm going to talk about him on DJ Clay and talk about how sharp this motherfucker is. And I'm really excited about Jay's sobriety, personally,
Yeah,
and these upcoming Patreon shows because, frankly,
yeah,
Jay, you know, was fucked up on a lot of these Patreon shows. Looking back and really thinking about it,
yeah.
uh,
I mean,
and
that's
he
for
was
right now
still
we've all seen the
entertaining.
memes.
He still managed to be entertaining on a lot of
Oh
these
yeah,
shows. But now we got Sharp J, and I don't know if you saw the DJ Clay uh, live stream that they did on Thursday night,
I did not. I was
but
working.
he was on that bitch, and boy was he funny as fuck on that whole thing. And it got me really excited for these Patreon streams because we're gonna get very razor sharp, motherfucking Violent J,
Yeah, he's sharp
and
like a diamond, buddy.
oh my god, it's gonna be fucking great. So actually, let me see if I can. While I'm talking about the Patreon streams, I might as well pull them boys up. Talk about those streams and the dates on them. 1 second while I find that shit on Twitter.
Okay.
So you had to work tonight, huh, man? You said you got off at 10, eh?
Yeah, had to cook at the bar. I'm a chef at a bar around here.
What's
Hoping to
that
get
like?
a raise. I mean, it's cooking. I mean, at least it's kind of chill, you know. It ain't too bad.
It's a
But
job. It's a gig.
yeah, yeah. But I'm hoping to, you know, keep working hard and keep putting work into the Dark Carnival, and hopefully it keeps blessing me because man, like it's been raining for dimes for me lately too. You know.
All right. So I'm looking at this thing here. And so we have Juggalos Against Sanity is the first show on Wednesday, December 1st. Uh, so that'll be, you know, game show type of shit. I don't know if they'll play more games. I think they played more games other than just Juggalos Against Sanity. And then on, let's see, Saturday, December 4th, we got Juggalo Catch 21 game show, which actually is a game show they played at the Gathering.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, that was one of the game shows they played at the Gathering, kind of a trivia game show.
Was that
Um,
on the Bedlam stage or something?
yeah, that was in the tent. That was in the
Yeah.
little tent gimmick. That was
Yeah.
actually the game show. I met Danny Brown while that game show was going on.
Oh, cool.
That's why I kind of remember that game show specifically. Then, let's see, Monday, December 6th, we have ICP investigates the fall of the Cottonmouth Kings, which is getting a lot of sort of heat already because of the whole, Cottonmouth Kings
Yeah.
thing being a spicy ass subject.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I'm not even fully aware of like what's completely going on with that, but like from what I keep seeing and hearing, and I guess like they just released a new song or something, and then yeah,
well, I don't think anyone really knows fully what's going on there. Violent
yeah,
J on the DJ Clay stream said they were going to be trying to get to the bottom of it on the stream.
yeah,
That would sort of
yeah. That's
be
probably why they're have a whole stream just to investigate the matter because there's probably
facts.
so many things associated with it, and
Well, the
that's why
big
a
thing
lot of
is where is Daddy X? Apparently, is where the fuck is Brad X? So I guess that's sort of what they're going to try to get to the bottom of with that. So
it'd be
that'll be
like saying like, hey, where's Danny K? It's like a mystery.
well, we have some answers to that.
At
He's in
least a
Alaska,
little
right?
bit.
He's up in
Yeah.
Alaska and shit.
Well, that's what we learned from our last investigation, like with this one.
Let's see. So yeah, that'll definitely be an interesting. I think all of these are going to be great streams. But
Yeah.
Wednesday, December 8th, we have the Zen of Love. That'll be like the third Zen of Love that they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. December. Let's see. Saturday, December 11th, we have Juggalo Night Court. Yeah, a lot of these are like fan favorites that they're definitely trying to bring back.
Yeah.
Monday, December 13th, ICP's favorite shit on YouTube.
That one I'm really excited for too.
Yeah, man, that's like a clip show type of gimmick. So that'll be I'm sure they'll divide it up like a Shaggy hour, a Jump Steady hour, a Violent J hour.
I'm excited for Jump Steady's hour because man, like Jump Steady's always coming with that good shit.
I mean, he definitely has a very bizarre taste, and he definitely goes deep on some weird shit. Like
I like that.
Like Lardy B is because of Jump Steady, 100%. Like that, some of that weird shit that gets put on the stage at the Gathering is definitely Jump Steady.
Lardy B was one of my favorite sets. I'm
upset that I missed Lardy B. I was at the camp chilling. So I completely missed it. I kind of heard all of the mayhem and commotion going on from the camp, though.
It just brought cakes and stuff, dude. It was something to see, man. It was great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was one of those things where you're trying to get in some time with the homies, and you have to sacrifice some time.
Right.
That's you know what I mean.
That's the thing about the Gathering is you got to juggle what you want to do because there's so many
you got
things.
to juggle, man. You definitely got to juggle.
Hey, but that's what being a clown's all about.
All right. Shit. All right. We got distracted with the juggle talk.
Yeah,
run down the rest of these dates real quick.
All right.
And then let's see. Wednesday, December 15th, JCW's Bring Down the House Part 2. I assume that's Violent J's house is going to get destroyed again. That's going to be fucking entertaining. That's my favorite JCW thing maybe ever. Like that's fucking like literally my favorite JCW thing ever.
That was so interesting. It's so fun to see, like wow.
I mean, Jay selling it is really the top of that. Like really just going full out with that was my favorite shit. All right. Let's see. The Gong Show. Let's see. That's Saturday, December 18th. So yeah, kind of the talent show. That's where Zitro came out of. Is that Gong Show and shit. So that'll be interesting to see if any other talent pops up on that bitch. Let's see. Monday, December 20th is the Holiday Clown Cook-Off. So that is straight up one of my favorite streams ever, is that first cook-off show that they did. Like I think that is one of the funniest things that they've ever done on Patreon.
I only watched like a couple minutes of it, I think, or something, and then I didn't watch the rest for some reason.
Thing.
I should catch that.
That is some funny shit all the way through, especially when you get to Violent J doing his Joe Bowl. That,
Oh, he does a Jobo for
yeah,
that.
that's some mind blowing shit, man. If you haven't seen that, you got to watch that whole stream.
All
It
right,
is
well, I'm gonna have
mind
to peep
blowing
that.
shit. Yeah, I don't even want to spoil it if you haven't seen it because it is some mind blowing shit. I really am excited for that one a lot. Let's see, Wednesday, December 22nd, ICP's late night funhouse talk show. That's like the fourth or fifth one that they've done of that. Really excited for that because they always end up bringing some people from their past onto there.
Yeah,
Like they've done Violent J's mom on there.
that was one of my favorite fucking things, dude. Like just hearing Jay speak from his heart, man. That was like
Yeah,
that was such an emotional like roller coaster ride too,
I
man. Like
mean,
wow.
I could be wrong. Is that the first time that like Violent J's mom was like on camera for something ICP related?
Um,
I
I'm not
could be
sure, but
wrong.
that's the first time I've
I
known
feel like
her.
that's the first time I like saw her
Yeah,
was
I mean I know
then.
Jay's talked about her a lot and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I think I've
that's
like pictures of her have surfaced. I think that was the first time we've like seen her like speak and shit though.
yeah.
I could be wrong. But yeah,
Yeah, well,
fascinating shit to see
wasn't his
that.
pappy in law there too or something,
Yeah,
or his step
his
pappy?
stepdad, or he calls him his real dad because
Yeah, because he stepped up to the fucking plate like a real
yeah,
ninja.
we all know that deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fascinating to see who's up on that bitch. And the last show is the Big Ballas ICP's Santa's a Fat Bitch show, which they're kind of treating it like, I don't know if they're kind of treating this like a rebrand, but they're definitely calling it like Santa's a Fat Bitch, like year one or however the hell they're putting it on the poster. Like they're not really
Really?
branding it so much as a Ballas show, but it's definitely the Ballas show, obviously.
Hmm.
So that's interesting. I wonder if what they're going to do different with that branding, but that's at Harpo's in Detroit that got announced, and tickets will be on sale for that bitch. What, Monday, I believe they said. I forget what time they said, but I think Monday at noon.
I wonder how
So
quick
yeah,
them motherfuckers gonna be sold out.
yeah. I don't know if they're doing a certain amount of tickets. I don't know how big of a place Harpo's is, but
Yeah, I was
they
just wondering
figured
how
a
big the
thousand
venue
tickets for
was.
Hallowicked. So they probably will sell out very fast, though. I would assume.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Harpo's is a very big venue. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. When I was in Detroit and saw them, like it was at like the Diesel Lounge, which was like not even near Detroit, I think. So
When did you see him?
I saw them in 2017 when I went to the Dark Carnival convention or the Dark Carnival Games convention.
Ah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I think that was like a little bit after Juggles to Get Sanity came out or something, But that was awesome. But yeah, I saw them there, and then this year at the Gathering.
That's what's up, man. So you've only been to that's your only two ICP shows you've been to?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
but both were incredible and magical, man. Like just changed my life, man. Like man, I mean, I participated in the second Fago Armageddon, but I sat in the crowd and watched that first Armageddon. It was just fucking like not balling, but like it was just so beautiful. I was fucking crying and shit. I was like,
Ulrich says
wow.
Harpo's is a decent size. So yeah, so maybe they will have a good amount of tickets on sale for the show there. All right. So I guess the last thing I would like to ask you about, my good man, is thoughts on the whole divide with Twisted and ICP, which apparently is just getting heated up over and over and over again.
I
uh,
mean, how many times can you reheat a stale turd, man? I mean, like I don't know. It's like
I mean, to me, it's I mean, I wish it would go away. Is
yeah,
at this point, but I don't think it is going to go away. I think it's
yeah.
just too much stuff to get past at this point. Um, but never say never is my attitude on stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I still have faith that like maybe one day we'll see Dark Lotus perform again or some shit, But like,
You never know. You never know. I mean,
you know,
it takes a lot of work at this point. I think with the way that shit is going.
yeah, there's a lot of bridges that need to be rebuilt and shit.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but a ninja can dream.
All right.
Yeah, as of like
Anybody?
the oh, sorry, you go
Sorry,
ahead.
my bad.
Oh, I was just going to talk about like if you wanted to talk about the
No,
bride anymore,
please,
because I mean,
please,
there's a lot of things we could talk about with that. You know, I mean,
please finish your thought.
I don't know. I was just like, I don't like it. I wish it wasn't there. I mean, like even at this year at the gathering, there was like a lot of toxic stuff I saw and witnessed. You know, and it's like, man, you know, like ninjas saying that like they're worried if they're wearing a twisted shirt or a twisted bandana or some shit. I was like, dude, I brought a twisted bandana with me too. I mean, I didn't buy it, but like somebody gave it to me. But like, I brought it anyway in case I wanted to wear it. I mean, like, fuck it. Like, if somebody's gonna hate on me, fuck them. You know, it's just like, I don't know. Because like I saw a lot of ninjas worried about that, and like I don't know. It was weird to see them like kind of be stuck in their shell a little bit. I don't know.
That's interesting you bring that up. I heard a lot about that there too, and actually, like, I have this weird, so I was filming a documentary at the gathering there,
Oh yeah,
and I have a whole bunch of footage of that, and there's this really interesting thing that I probably can't use because this girl is like, I don't know, she's clearly fucked up, and she kind of
yeah,
interrupts an interview that I was doing, and she's crying, and she's wearing Twisted merch, and she's crying about being made fun of in there.
yeah.
It's like it's
I
the
heard a lot
first
of that
day.
too.
It's the first day of the gathering technically. So like she's clearly like fucked up from the parking lot party and shit.
Yeah, because we all
And
got it got the pass to go in like a day earlier or some shit. So ninjas weren't preparing it. So yeah, that was
yeah,
something.
like we all got in the night of the parking lot party and shit. So it's like super early in the morning. Like I'm showing up the first day of the gathering technically, like the next day, and I'm
Yeah,
just interviewing someone in the parking lot, and she's clearly like emotionally like traumatized slightly from being picked on a little bit. And I don't know
yeah,
how bad it is, or maybe she's just fucked up and overreacting, but like I have this weird ass footage of this girl and like I can't
yeah,
use it because it's like it's just too raw and she's clearly fucked up and I would feel wrong
yeah.
even putting it in, but like
But
yeah,
I
I
understand what you're
definitely
saying.
like
I saw
ran
a lot of
into
that
like
too.
people talking about that kind of shit. Like
Yeah, and like even like people, certain tents and camping, like yo, fuck that tent over there or something with a twisted thing, you know, and shit. Then them throwing beer cans at them in the middle of the night and shit and stuff. It's like, man, like come on, guys, like,
AS in the chat said there was a girl at the gathering this year who left the gathering from getting negative comments about her twisted gear. I wonder if it was
yep,
that same girl because it was the
that's
first day when I saw that girl. But then
yeah,
again, she came back. I definitely saw her again the last day. I saw the same girl later on the last day. So she did. It definitely wasn't the same girl who left. That's unfortunate that a girl felt she had to leave though. That AS is bringing up in the
yeah.
chat
But
there.
I totally fucking see it, man. Because like I saw a lot of that shit going on too, like just people being just assholes to each other for no fucking reason. Like, who gives a fuck about what? Like, it's like the same thing of like pedestal ninjas who are like talk down or think less of you because you don't have a jersey or something. You know, it's like that's the same kind of thing where it's like you're
Oh,
just
that
gonna
juggalo elitism shit. Yeah,
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 you know.
yeah. That I don't fuck with that shit. I don't like jerseys just because I don't like jerseys. It's
And
not
it was
like a
hot as fuck. It was hot as fuck at the gathering.
yeah.
Like
I mean, I like the look of jerseys. Don't get me wrong. I just
I mean,
literally
definitely
have
me too.
never worn a jersey like in my life. Like I've
I've
never
never been
owned
able to
like
afford it.
I'm not. Yeah, yeah. There's that aspect of it too. Those fuckers are
Yeah,
expensive. You can buy
yeah.
like what fucking 5 T-shirts for the price of one jersey.
Right.
Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
There's that whole that do the math on that. And I'm a
Yeah.
T-shirt ninja anyway, so
Hey, me too, man.
I've always been like into collecting T-shirts. So
Yeah,
uh,
speaking of which, I just got this fresh one in the mail today.
oh, that's what's up. I'm rocking my Violent J Gathering Butterfly Boy.
Oh yeah, that's
Waiting for
nice. I like
that's
that.
the Hallowicked drop, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I think this was from the Hot Wicked drop.
That's what's up. I'm waiting for my Hallowicked shit. I saw my shit got mailed the
Yeah,
other
I
day.
saw it
So I'm like,
online, and man, I was like, man, dude, that's my Wraith, man. I got to get that Wraith boy, man. That looks so sick.
that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm very anxious for my Hallowicked shit to show up. Let's see. Got a few other things I can talk about here.
Okay, okay.
Basically, I just got that Violent J shit to run down from the DJ Clay stream.
Oh, shout out to A.S. Tell in the chat. He
Am I
said,
cool to
Razio,
tap in? Oh, we got someone else who would like to tap in.
yeah.
Anyone who would like to tap in can tap in. I will drop. Let me see. I'll drop that shit in here again. Bam. Mm-mm-mm. Especially if anyone has any paranormal type shit that they would like to talk about involving the Dark Carnival.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by chat.
Oh no, no.
um,
Oh, tell someone in the chat said to tell you that you did an amazing job on the artwork for the Drug Rats compilation, which, by the way, you did do a great job on that artwork.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, A.S. Tell. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah.
So let's talk about your artwork for a little bit. I've seen your art on Facebook. You've posted, let's see, a Chapter 17 logo that I've seen, and a few other interesting pieces.
Yeah,
How long have
yeah.
you
I
been?
would love to.
How long have you been doing art?
Uh, I've been doing art my whole life. I'm artist basically all around. You know, I produce music, do vocals, fucking that. I'm not, clearly an artist. You know, like it's just been always been part of me. You know, but you know, it's been like now where it's like I devoted it to the Dark Carnival, and it's like, hey, you know, I'm graphic designer and artist for the family. You know, all this shit's for all you guys. You know. And ever since then, a bunch of cool shit's been happening. I got like you said, I got my Chapter 17 design. That's going to be made into charms here in a couple weeks from New Metal Smiths. If anybody's
Oh,
aware of New Metal Smiths.
you're actually gonna make those into charms after all, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And I got a bunch of ninjas on some merch game for that, making stickers and a bunch of other stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned because I got a lot of stuff coming out, you know.
Yeah, one of the coolest things I like about the Juggalo world is the little side hustles and things you do see at the gathering.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
try to film that for the gathering, for my gathering documentary, but unfortunately, a lot of those side hustles, people don't want to be filmed, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Because
end
they're
up
like,
getting a
oh,
lot of
I don't
footage.
know if it's like bootleg technically or something, whatever, you know.
So we have a new guest I've just added to the stream, Smiles Bundy. Welcome.
Yeah,
How are you doing, sir?
living the dream, brother.
Oh, you're kind of low with your audio, my guy.
How about now? Is that better?
A
Yeah,
little
it's a
bit
little
better.
better.
A little better. A little
Yeah.
better.
A little bit better. Muffled.
A little muffled, yeah.
Yeah.
The mask doesn't do me any favors.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a nice mask, though.
Yeah. Did I meet
Thank you.
you at Camp Zool by any chance? Did you hand me a flyer?
Yes, I did, sir.
Yeah, I thought so. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
this name
did.
is looking familiar. I think I was going through, I was cleaning up earlier today and I think I found your flyer. So I was like, this name is looking familiar to me. Well, it's nice to
No
meet you
doubt, man. I
again,
appreciate
Smiles.
that. I appreciate that, brother.
So did
Yeah,
you
we
have a
were out
good
there
time
doing
at
a hell of a
Camp
lot of
Zool?
networking.
Hmm.
Bring it back one more time.
Well, did you have a good time at Camp Zool, my man?
Oh, dude, for sure. Yeah, it was the opportunity of a lifetime for real. We went out there promoting with the label and just networking with a lot of different people. I just got a confirmed Cody Manson feature for my debut album that's coming out,
Hey.
uh, and fucking that's on the way. Should be dropping in March. We're going to record that on Monday. So
Wow, that's awesome, man. Good for you,
Hey,
dude.
congratulations, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man, a whole lot of big news coming out of that whole deal. Like we're doing this contest. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. The Scums Respect Contest.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
did that
we're
contest as well.
fuck yeah. You'll have to send me your link to your submission. I want to hear that shit.
Oh yeah. Did they drop links for that shit already or?
Dude, I don't know. Whenever we were at Zool, I met up with Scum and was like, because they had that talent contest, but I missed it by like 10 minutes.
Oh fuck.
And he said that it was cool if I would perform my verse and shit for the talent contest out there. And that was going to be just an awesome experience, but we ended up missing that. But talked to him, and we've got it posted up on my YouTube here. And man, we ran up probably, I think we're somewhere like 7,500 views first week.
Damn, dude.
On just that verse alone.
That's impressive.
So that's a
man.
good
Damn.
deal. Yeah, dude, we've got a lot of work coming out. You were talking about getting your charms done. We've got Soothsayer's got some charms coming in on the way. They should be here in like 2 weeks and shit. Some surgical stainless steel boys. And we didn't go with the whole silver deal because we want to make it more accessible to, like, just the everyday low that, doesn't
Yeah,
have
word
the
up, man.
budget to
Word
sit
up.
there and spend 200 on a charm. And then, hopefully if they don't have a fucking chain to put it on, then they're sitting there spending even more to make it legit. It's a lot, but we're incredibly blessed. And you're talking about the paranormal aspect of the gathering, dude.
Do you have a story involving that?
This year was my first gathering.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've been planning on going to the gathering since I was 14 years old. Like, dude, I remember being like 5 or 6 years old, and one of my mom's boyfriends at the time had, like, the old school big ass books of like loose CDs. They fucking were every bit of this thick. He had one of those, and fucking I was flipping through it, and I was just a kid, man, and I saw the cover of Most Tasteless, and put that in, and I remember just the intro track to that, and it was playing, and I turned it up like all the way, and I was knee high to a fucking grasshopper, dude. And my mom bursting in the room like, "What the fuck are you listening to? This is crazy!" And it was at that moment I knew. I was like, man, this shit right here is where it's at. But as far as that goes, like the gathering shit, this year was my first gathering. I've been planning to go to the gathering since like the 12th. I was 14, and finally ended up making it out. I ended up linking with this dude through a Facebook rideshare group, and he ended up showed him 2 of my older songs from whenever I like fell out and was trying to be this mainstream ass poser and just didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life. And showed him like 2 of my songs, and he was like, "Dude, you got potential. Dude, we need to make something happen with this." And it was pretty much there at camp. We were camped right out there, right outside of the Clown Drip stage. So we were sitting there chopping it up, like networking with everybody. And
Wait, you're camped right in front of Clown Trip?
yeah, right in front of Clown Drip. If
Dude,
you,
so was I.
remember,
What tent were you? I was literally right underneath the tree in front of that stage.
dude, if you remember, there was a dude out there on a megaphone talking about buy my shit, buy my shit.
Yeah, the guy who had the booth.
Yeah, that we were literally right next to him. Like,
Wow.
you might have caught a ninja. You might have caught a ninja without a mask on, and that's a rare occurrence.
Man, yeah, dude, like, wow, we were camped like less than 50 feet away from each other then. Wow. That's so funny, dude. I was thinking we're kind of north.
Yeah, like second day, we fucking saw everybody out there. We saw Toxic from TPE out there doing the fucking rope, like they were doing that rope wrestling shit. I think it was second day or third day. It was early as fuck, and they was all out there just fucking around with the big ass boxing gloves and shit. That was crazy as fuck.
So
But
is there you mentioned so I'm more interested in if there was a paranormal encounter or any weirdness that you just weird
not
things
even
that happened.
other than the homies trying to get me to boof a goldfish.
That's weird
Like
for
it's
other
not
reasons.
even
But,
really not really paranormal, but like Raziel was saying, it's the vibes, and it's just like the camaraderie. You can feel it in the air. Like as soon
Yeah.
as you walk, like whenever you pull into the parking lot, you can just it's so thick you can cut it with a knife.
It was
Now,
like my soul came alive or something.
Shouts out to
Right.
Adventures of Moon Man in the chat saying 9 months and we will be able to do it again, fam.
Whoop whoop, yeah, dude.
But yeah, man, and it was just really, it started raining diamonds for real, like just consistently from then on. We got the concept together for the Smiles Bundy gimmick and for Soothsayer Music Productions, my label and shit. And I couldn't have been more blessed, man. Just the camaraderie and shit like that in and of itself, like you don't see that shit anywhere else.
Yeah.
Period.
And I
Yeah,
feel like you feel that shit almost as soon as you drive through the gates. Like,
yep.
it
Well,
is,
or as soon as you see
insane.
the whoop whoop, as soon as I
Yeah.
saw the whoop whoop, I was like, "Fuck it, man! I'm fucking home, dude. I fucking made it, man."
It is almost overwhelming the amount of love that you feel up in that bitch. As soon as you
Yeah.
fucking start, even just driving through, you just feel the love. It's just fucking all over the place. That's
Yeah.
it's hard to explain to people who have not been there because it just seems like you're overhyping the shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It really is just fucking magic to me.
Yeah.
And that's
That's the best word to describe it as magic. Playing.
Yeah. And I know that there are people that have had the crazier experiences, and that's what I would like to hear. God damn, I wish fucking Yak was doing his own stream before this, so I think he might have just passed out or assed out. But god damn it, I wanted to get him up on here because I know that motherfucker had he approached
So,
me
like,
at the gathering, the last day of the gathering, and said that he had an insane story he wanted to come on here and talk about. That was a paranormal type of story because he knew that I was on some juggalo shit and I was interested in the paranormal. So he said something interesting happened to him. I believe it must have been Friday night because he said the night before, and it was Saturday when he approached me on this shit. So god damn it, I'm so interested in hearing some of the weird shit that people may have experienced. I Unfortunately, I've only experienced weird things like I was thinking about someone and turned around and literally that someone was standing right there and it was just like, bro,
yeah.
like you don't understand. Like I was literally just like thinking about you and now you're fucking here. And
Yeah.
like just that kind of shit seems to happen a lot. And I mean,
Yeah. It definitely happened to me too. You know.
it is coincidental because you're in the same place with some of these people and you will run into these people like type of shit, but
But like after like it happens so many times and stuff, it's like, wow, is this
yeah, it starts to add
coincidental
up a
or?
little bit. It starts to
Yeah.
add up a little bit.
Yeah. The scale weighs a little bit more in one favor or something.
Let's see. So, Smiles, you you mentioned getting into Twisted from the CD booklet. What was the
Yeah.
first exposure to the Insane Clown Posse, though? How did you first hear the ICP?
Well, as far as that goes, I can't really place it because my dad, like, so my dad was a juggalo. He left whenever I was 3. Um,
Mm.
but so there was always that like kind of ingrained into me, I guess you would say in a sense. But
Yeah.
the first real time that I remember like being exposed to it and like just being like, holy shit, like this is like the craziest shit like that I've ever heard, and I'm fucking with it super heavy. Like I know that this is the community that I want to be a part of, and this is like you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro,
Uh,
for sure.
um, my
I
buddy,
am.
I was probably like 8 or 9, and my buddy he fucking put on I couldn't have been 8 or 9 because that shit didn't even drop until I was like 12. I don't fucking know. I have zero reference time. But my buddy showed me In Your Face whenever
Mm.
Bang Pow Boom dropped. And I was like, holy shit, like that's like just the visuals on that and like just you could almost feel like you can do it with a lot of their shit, but like especially from like around that era and shit, like the first physical piece of physical media that I ever bought was the Mighty Death Pot. I bought
Interesting.
that and Abominations whenever they first came out. Uh, but you could just feel it. Like it was the first time that I ever felt like the Dark Carnival. Like you can, like the hair on your arm stands up, and fucking you're
Yeah.
just like, you catch yourself nodding, and like, bro, just like you lose yourself in it.
Mm.
You're completely immersed.
In Your Face is
And
definitely a very carnival heavy song. You can definitely
Yeah.
feel the carny vibes very heavy on that song.
That's a nice track for a first
sure.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, the whole
But
CD slaps.
I didn't ask you, how did you get in to the ICP?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do that.
I didn't ask you that question. That was a question I wanted to ask.
Okay, so my brother, who is I don't have a brother, but my girlfriend, basically wife, is like she had a brother who was super heavy into ICP and a juggalo, and he got out of prison and was like, yo, when I first started fucking with him, I was like, I recognized the H.A.B.S symbol, and I found a copy of Riding Dirty, Psychopathic Riders. I was like, here, bro, I know you like ICP and everything, and I recognize the H.A.B.S, so here, I want to give this to you. And I just gave it to him for free, and he was like, whoa, So then me and him started talking and shit, and he's like, dude, have you ever listened to this shit? You should check it out. Like, I feel like you're a closet juggalo, and you don't even know that you are yet, And that was where my whole journey began, was, and especially because he showed me his first CD that he ever had, and that was Beverly Kills. And fucking Chop on there. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted me to start right there and listen to all the Joker's cards, you know what I mean? And I worked at a Big Boy at the time, so I could listen to music while I was at work, And so, like, over the next couple days throughout the week, I was listening to the Joker cards at work, and he was telling me, he's like, yo, tell me what you think after every one, listen to one during each of your shifts, and tell me what you think, because he was like trying to guide me.
He gave you like a homework assignment.
Yeah, he was like basically acting like, a religious shaman at a DMT ceremony, trying to get me to break through. You know what I mean? But then I got to the 6 Joker's card, the Wraith, my motherfucking homie. And after work, I fucking talked to him. I was like, yo, dude, I just listened to that fucking 6 Joker's card. And he stopped everything he was doing, and his girlfriend, who was also a juggler at the time, so they both stopped what they were doing. They're like, so what did you think? And I got it, and I was like, dude, I fuck with it, dude. Yeah. And was like, dude, I was like, dude, that was like the fucking best fucking thing. Like, that was like the most magical thing. Like, I think like that has hit me that fucking hard, was like hearing the end of the album and shit. I was like, whoa, dude. That is incredible, and then I was like, yeah, this is me. So yeah, then I was totally sold after that, and down till I'm dead in the ground,
What year was that you were doing this whole?
This all happened in like 2000. I want to say 2017. This all happened.
Oh, okay.
Because then afterwards we went to see ICP in Detroit, and went to the Dark Carnival convention, or Dark Carnival Games convention and everything. And
so you're relatively new to all of this in general.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you could say that, but like,
well,
I've got some years underneath my belt, but
welcome.
Yes, I'm glad to be part of the family. Glad to be home.
I took a very long break from being into this whole juggalo shit. I missed years and years and years of this shit because, frankly, I didn't really like the end of the Wraith when it first dropped, and it honestly threw me off really fucking hard. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And you would think that it's so fucking blatantly obvious that is the ending. But at the time where I was at in my life, I was not fucking with it. So I kind of dipped out for a really long time, and it was only actually seeing ICP live for the first time, and I think it was like 2018. That it really clicked for me, like, because I had never seen them live. Like, I was super into them, but I was like too young to be going to a show by myself or anything.
Gotcha.
But so I went to see them live, and I got to see the Fago flying and all that shit, and it just clicked, and I was like, all right, I fuck with this shit. This is my shit. and I just jumped right the fuck back in. And that's kind of where I've been since. Went to my first gathering that following year. And yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be going to every fucking gathering forever now.
Yes,
As long as
sir.
there's another
Yes,
gathering,
sir.
I'm gonna
Big
be going.
things.
Big whoops, whoops.
Yeah, I'm like that gathering experience. There's just something different about it. Yeah. So as far as the paranormal shit with the Dark Carnival, though, it's it really is. I feel like this motherfucker, Violent J, is just somehow a conduit of the paranormal. He
Yeah,
sort
that's
of attracts it, and he's been doing it whether he knows it or not. I feel like the dude can't even fucking help it.
that's
Um,
something that I fuck with so hard is like what you just said, because
yeah,
like some that also like spoke to my soul that he said is along those lines is like I feel like my whole life has just been a paranormal journey, you know, and like so many things in my life have been paranormal,
I
and there's
mean,
no way to
I feel
explain
like
it.
that's
And
that's
that
what
like
he's been
I
on.
feel like that's what my story is, you know, and that's
Yeah,
why like the Dark Carnival's been calling me so that way I can tell my story. Because like, man, fucking when Violent J said that, I was like, dude, like I'm not alone. Like fucking, you know, I mean, I'm not going to get into my history at all right here or anything, but man, I've been through some fucking shit, seen some fucking weird paranormal shit, you know. So like when he said that, and like I heard the song Shimmer, you
yeah.
know, off of Furious Red Fury, man, I was like, dude, like
Shimmer is another
man,
example of what I was talking about earlier, way earlier in the stream with the uh, goddamn sleep paralysis.
yeah,
Shimmer is perhaps another example of that whole sleep paralysis thing.
yeah. But yeah, that the whole song spoke to my fucking soul because like that shit I went through as a fucking kid too, you know. And like when I heard that song, I was like, holy shit! It was like kind of healing to hear that song, like to him to speak like and say those things. Because like, man, I really feel like I'm not alone now, you know.
AS in this chat says Jump Steady is on that paranormal vibe as well.
Yes,
Um,
that's why I love Jump Steady, man. Like Jump Steady, it like I love Shaggy and fucking Jay, but like
well,
I
there is
look up
that
to Jump
whole. I'm
Steady.
glad that AS said that in the chat because it reminded me of something else I wanted to bring up with behind the paint. There is that whole section where they talk about Picker Forest and behind the paint, and they talk about the weird shit that they saw in Picker Forest.
Yeah,
There's a story Violent J tells about finding this strange house just in the middle of the forest, and it's an abandoned house, and Violent J throws a rock into the basement, and the rock comes launching back out of the basement
yeah,
at
I,
them, and they're shook and they get the fuck out of there. And then there's another situation where they're in the forest, and there's I can't believe it might be the same abandoned house, but they see a wizard, straight up fucking wizard on the fucking top of a house, like just on top of the fucking house. So they saw some weird fucking shit like in Picker Forest, and then that's
yeah.
all like Violent J and Jump Steady shit. Um,
That shit speaks to my soul too, man. Because like, yeah,
like
that
that,
like,
and there's the whole idea that little kids are more connected to stuff like this, maybe other realms or who knows? The paranormal is a very weird thing. High strange
yes,
in general. Different people have had theories that all of this shit is sort of connected and is one thing, like UFOs, Bigfoot, ghosts, poltergeist activity. All of this shit is like kind of one connected thing.
yeah. It's
Um,
kind of like what you're trying to say is like probably like all part of the same kind of spider web that not really everybody's seeing.
it's almost like weirdness creeping in from different realms, and
Yeah,
like it's not necessarily even the same realms, but it's just like it could be connected because oftentimes when there is UFO activity, poltergeist activity will follow. If you look into the whole Mothman thing that went on in Point Pleasant, there's a lot of weird fucking shit that was going on. Not just
yeah,
the Mothman. There was UFO sightings. There was poltergeist activity going on in the houses. There's all kinds of weird fucking shit.
yeah,
Um, and that's why, like, when ICP was done with the first deck, like, I felt like that they were trying to go in a direction where they were going to be doing this rebrand of like we're going to be these paranormal clowns, and like that was like the whole Calm, like Tempest, and the Eye of the Storm, like that whole era was like them sort of trying to rebrand as being these like parent we're gonna rap about fucking UFOs and shit like that. But people didn't really accept the shit at the time, and I don't know. I like that era of
I
ICP a lot.
I like it
I
too,
fucked
and
with a lot of that shit.
I feel like it's kind of always been there though too.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
aspects
like
of it, but like I feel like they were trying to go in that direction and maybe do, I don't know, a different version of a deck. But the
yeah.
shit didn't that obviously didn't pan out, and they ended up doing a new deck very quickly after that. But I,
Well,
I would have been
I mean,
interested if
a
they did
lot of
more of
ninjas
that
vibe
kind of
with those
shit.
albums though. You know, those a lot of ninjas
Yeah,
vibe with those albums.
I definitely have always. I always go back to those. I almost take them in as one thing, like the two EPs and the album, like they become
Yeah,
like one long thing. It's
yeah,
similar to
because
how like this Yum Yum era is gonna be.
yeah,
I,
it's like
I
the
feel
seeds
like
of Yum Yum and the lure, and yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
like
Lure. Like I feel like it's gonna be sort of at the end of it. It's gonna feel like one big project, if you will.
yeah, and that's probably why it's been taking so long too. You know,
I feel like he
uh,
might have the shit done.
well, I
The
mean, it's like you said at the gathering though too. If like you know, and I feel like that shit too as an artist. You know, like that little voice inside your head that's like, if it ain't ready yet, you know, it ain't exactly ready yet. Some details are pretty important. You know.
they in I'd like to believe that they said it a couple of times on the stream, the last streams that they were doing, like let's not announce stuff until we know it is
Yeah,
done. Like, and I think the fact that they've put dates on all of this stuff, I'm going to be hopeful. I know it's
yeah.
kind of foolish to be hopeful with some of this stuff, but I'm going to be hopeful that they're actually going to stick to it. And I think I think a lot of this shit might just already be done because they're talking about taking a break for a year from recording.
Yeah.
So that would indicate that shit is already laid out because the last seed drops on Halloween 2022 there. So
Yeah, they already got like a blanket plan, and I think that what you're saying is incredibly correct. You know, because like
I'm
that
hoping.
seems,
I'm hoping
yeah,
at least. I'm
yeah,
trying to be hopeful here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to talk about this Jay on DJ Clay shit. So Jay looked
Tell
really
me
good.
something about
If
Billy.
you guys didn't see Jay on DJ Clay's Twitch stream Thursday night, I'm just gonna kind of have some thoughts and notes on that. So I'm just gonna run through those. Do my
okay.
little gimmick that I usually do. Oh, homie, peaced out. Peace out, Smiles.
Much love.
Let's see. So basically, I have he looks good. He sounds sober. He's fucking funny. He's really funny on this stream. If you haven't seen it, go check it out because he really is funny the entire fucking stream. On
Yeah, I
point
should
with
check
his
it out.
fucking improv and shit. The Patreon streams are about to be fucking lit.
Yeah.
He was doing a bit where he was talking about they were smoking some weed on the stream and smoking some blunts and shit. And he was doing this fucking awesome bit where he was talking about he only wants to smoke Bammer weed. He only smokes the shittiest weed possible. He likes to have his weed stepped on and thrown out back into mud puddles and shit. I was geeking. I really enjoyed that bit.
Yeah, that sounds outrageous.
Yeah, he invented a bit for the chat called the digital blunt. He, so the chat was passing something called a digital blunt the entire time. Shout out to that chat. Apparently, that chat was very lit.
Wow, that
I
sounds
watched
like
the
a really fun
replay of
chat.
it, so I didn't really get to experience the chat live. I watched the replay of this shit. Let's see. DJ Clay is going to be on stage with ICP at all shows in the future. This whole upcoming run of the farewell tour, DJ Clay is going to be with them from now on. It seems.
Well, that's
Jay was
cool.
talking about Jump Steady sneaking into Canada. That whole story. Jay seems kind of doubtful, maybe that Jump Steady even snuck into Canada. I don't know if you know this story of Jump
Yeah, did they
Steady.
talk about that on one of the past streams or
Yeah, on
something?
one of the
That was a
Patreon streams.
crazy
This
story,
whole
man.
story of
With
Jump
the train
Steady.
and stuff, and they had to hold on for their
Yeah.
life and shit, you know, and he brought his girl down there too and shit. It's like, wow.
So Jay, I think Jay might be a little doubtful of that of that story. I don't know why, but He kept
Yeah,
saying it was allegedly. He allegedly went to Canada. I thought that was funny. He might have been doing a
but that
bit with
might be
that too.
for security reasons, though,
I
too, just to cover
that
their
too. I
ass or
think you know
something.
what I think he was maybe saying it just so he doesn't like
Yeah,
indicate his
because
brother
I
in
mean, I'm not a
some area.
scientist or anything, but isn't that against the
Purely
law or something?
speculation.
Yeah,
Purely
yeah, yeah.
speculation. So he said the farewell tour will start next year, and that they're going to Europe first.
Wow, Europe, man.
And let's see. After that, they're going to be doing Canada. After the gathering, let's see. And I think they said they're going to be doing Australia somewhere in there in between.
Wow, wow.
Let's see.
Well,
Winter time, they're
hopefully,
going to do Australia. Yeah, there we
travel
go.
restrictions and all that are okay by next year when that happens. Like
So there's no America part of the farewell tour is going to happen in 2022. That's going to be in 2023. All of the America
okay,
dates are going to
okay.
be happening. Let's see. The Ultra Live Monster 5 shows, both of those are going to be happening next year, they said, though. So yeah, get your fucking passports ready, motherfuckers who are trying to go to that last one, because it's supposed to be Juggalo Island and in the Caribbean. So I think you're gonna
What?
need a fucking passport to get to that shit if you're trying to go. And if they're trying to do a
Wow.
cruise, I don't think you might. I can't remember if the gimmick is they're trying to do a cruise or if you're gonna have to fly to the fucking island. So I think the
So you
gimmick
got to
might
get
have been
all
a
five
cruise.
of the coins and then get to
Well, you
the
got to get.
island.
I mean, you can go to each show to get the coin. But all 5 coins at the end, you're apparently getting this Juggalo fucking ID card. Which who knows how the fuck you're gonna be able to redeem that? Are you really gonna send all 5 of your fucking coins in the mail? I
Yeah,
don't
is it gonna
know.
have an electronic barcode or a chip on there that you can just slip in at the gathering for shit?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be more comfortable with bringing them to the gathering and trying to redeem it there. But we'll see how that fucking works out, how that plays out.
Yeah, it could be. It could be dope and fresh.
Let's see. Santa's a Fat Bitch show at Harpo's. I talked about that. Jay said he loved doing the Bigfoot hunt at the gathering. Talked about how much fun it is to do shit that
I
they've
heard
never
that was
done
cool.
before. I regret not doing that Bigfoot hunt, by the way, at the gathering. Did you do
I
that?
didn't have the tree fitty for it.
Yeah,
But I had enough for the VIP experience. So
yeah, it was an expensive buy-on for that shit. But I hearing about what they were doing and how wild it was,
yeah,
it sounds like it was a really fun experience. I kind of
yeah.
regret not doing it now. But yeah, he said he had a blast doing that. That was some of the most fun he's had doing anything ICP related in a long time. Shaggy and the Creep got brought up, and Jay said a weird thing. I think Jay was just, I think Jay was really just on one and really felt like joking around a lot. Jay said, "I don't trust one of them," when Shaggy and the Creep was brought up. And I thought that was a little interesting because you don't see Jay doing a lot of shit with them.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little interesting.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Huh.
I think once again he was kidding because he was definitely like full on clowny Jay like this whole show. Talked a little about that downfall of KMK stream.
That could also, not to interrupt you, but that could also be a very convenient excuse of like why he's not on there or something too or something.
I don't know. It would be really interesting if he really didn't trust Keegan. Like, for what reason couldn't you trust Keegan? Keegan's such a nice guy.
Right.
Like,
I wish I could have met him at the gathering because I wanted to give him a big old Palliana hug.
How did you not meet him? That motherfucker was everywhere. Like,
man, I think I saw him
running into him.
That's so funny because like I tried to get to like the booth like when Ninja said that like he was down there and shit. So I ran my ass down there and shit, and then they were gone by the time I got there. Otherwise, and then another time like I was walking by, I guess, and I went to go check out the booth, and then they were like must have been walking right behind me because they were there like 5 minutes later.
I must have walked by him like 5 times at the gathering. Like he was all over that bitch. Like Keegan was definitely in full effect at the gathering this year.
Yeah, I didn't get to. Unfortunately, I didn't get to bump into him. I mean, I got to bump into Michael Wallace and other cool people.
You ran into Steve-O, and like Steve-O wasn't running.
I didn't run into Steve. I didn't run into Steve-O. Steve-O jumped off the stage and picked me out of the crowd, and then brought me backstage to hang out with him.
That's crazy. So that makes that story of you in the book even crazier a little bit, huh?
Yeah, because I held that motherfucker in the sky. Yeah. But you know what? If you know anything about Steve-O, all of his books are signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was sending them out from the website. Yeah. All of them signed back.
Every single one of them are signed, except the first edition Those are not signed.
Oh.
My sister had a first edition because, like I said, she bought that motherfucker when it first came out. So when I opened up that book, and by the way, there's an interesting story with the marker too. And I had a huge permanent marker with me, and I pointed at the book, with it open and shit, so that way you could see it wasn't signed or anything. He was like, "Whoa!" Jumped off stage and came and got me, man.
That's so fucking cool. Steve-O's a cool dude, man.
Dude, he's the fucking greatest.
I've been a Steve-O fan for a long ass time. I used to have those fucking crazy ass DVDs he would talk on late night on Howard Stern and shit. Like,
man, when I was backstage,
saved my life and all that crazy shit.
Yeah, when I was backstage,
saved my life. If anyone's ever seen that fucking DVD, is the wildest fucking shit.
Is that when he's like really on that binge and it's really the dark part of him?
It's
documentary, right?
He smokes PCP and it's just like footage of him high on
like zoning out on nitrous and shit,
it's kind of dark. No, this is before the nitrous era. This is like this is still like Jackass like movie era. Like this is pretty early on. This is Steve-O Don't Try This at Home era. Shit. I don't know if you ever seen the Steve-O Don't Try This at Home tapes.
That's like what Jackass 2 era.
Basically all that shit going on. Steve-O was doing this whole gimmick where he was selling straight to DVD specials, if you will, called Steve-O Don't Try This at Home. He was selling them on like television during the Howard Stern show. That's how I ended up seeing them. They were in like strawberries and shit back in the day. Very CKY adjacent, if you will. Yeah. But yeah, I was a fan of those boys back in the day. I couldn't get enough of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, talking about this Violent J shit, diving back in, they were talking about the downfall of KMK shit, Patreon stream. Jay said that they're going to get to the bottom of it. And basically, where is Brad Daddy X is the main issue. So that'll be interesting. Once again, very curious about any insight about this and if they're really going to spill the sauce on some of this shit, because they might know a little bit of shit about what's going on. I don't know. I think it would be interesting if they maybe have some special guests that we don't know about on to talk about it, a Richter, if you will. Some of these people who really know some of the behind the scenes stuff of why D-Loc has hijacked the name KMK and is seemingly soiling the legacy. Trailer Park Boys hopefully will gather one day in the chat.
That would be sweet.
Asking about Trailer Park Boys gathering. We had Randy gather in 2019. Randy hosted an event called Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic. So we've had Trailer Park Boys adjacent gathering. Hopefully we get the actual boys though, because that would be fresh.
That'd be interesting.
I would love to see the Trailer Park Boys gathering. I think that's a natural fit. But I think the Trailer Park Boys has a pretty hefty price tag on it. So Psychopathic will pay for that shit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but like,
because
it is what it is.
Maybe, but the Gathering of Dreams, they got a whole year to plan for this shit. So
in fact, I'm so excited when like Jay said like at the seminar about it being like a gathering by Juggalos for Juggalos, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that really interested me, because like when he was saying that, I was like, I felt in my heart, I was like, man, if I work hard enough, I can fucking be on a stage next year or some shit, with some of my music and shit, because like he was talking.
That is the idea. He straight up did say he wants to give Juggalos the chance to, live their dream on the stage. He literally said that during the summer.
Yeah. When he said that, man, I was like, whoa, man, I need to start working hard.
I think a lot of Juggalo artists' ears perked up when that statement. Definitely, I was listening. I definitely would love to rock a gathering stage next year.
Yeah, dude.
So fingers fucking crossed for that shit. Because you never fucking know.
Right. You never know. We could be booked back to back, and we'll see each other getting off the stage.
There's always the Peep This Shit stage. I've been too nervous to ever do the Peep This Shit stage, but I think next year I might rock that Peep This Shit stage.
And I wanted to this year, but then like fucking once I knew it was happening, I was like 20 minutes late or something. It was just over. I was like,
yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it as a possibility. But then when I was actually in the gathering, I got in the gathering pretty early that first day, and I was literally like right by the stage while Peep This Shit was going on, and I could have totally done that shit. So I was definitely thinking like, all right, next year you should just fucking do that shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. So
speaking of which, I love your track on the Drug Rats album and all the new music. he's been
Thank
working
you.
on
Trick or
lately.
Treat. That's from
Yeah.
Halloween Tape 3 on all streaming services. And
Cop it now.
is the Drug Rats compilation on streaming, or is it just on Bandcamp?
I think it's just on Bandcamp for right now. Christian said that at some point it's probably going to be on physical release, but I'm not sure exactly when that's happening yet. So
yeah,
stay tuned, I guess.
Check that shit out on Bandcamp to the whole Drug Rats Halloween compilation. A lot
Yep.
of fucking fire shit on that shit.
Yeah, we got you got you on it. We got Clockwork E on it.
Yeah,
we got a whole bunch of
E. They were one of my fucking favorite like little surprises I saw at the gathering.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Never heard of them until I saw them painted all silver, and they immediately got my attention.
Yeah, in fact, I think I woke up that day.
Shit. Really surprisingly fucking like
fresh.
Killed that shit. Like really dope. They
even with all the paint on and those suits on, like you could just tell that they were just fucking dying up there.
Different. Like immediately you knew they were a little different, and then they proved that they were different when they performed.
Yeah.
So that's out of Clockwork E, because I really enjoyed. They were one of my favorite things I saw at the whole fucking gathering. Straight up.
Straight up for me too. Like I said, my tent was right fucking there in front of Clown Drip stage. I like woke up and I was like,
I didn't even see them at Clown Drip stage. I saw them rock the parking lot the fucking night of the parking lot party.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah, that's where I saw them. They killed that little fucking performance. I didn't even see the Clown Drip performance.
Yeah, dude, the Clown Drip stage performance is awesome. That's a show I caught, man.
I bet they fucking murdered that shit, dude.
Dude, they were
that little fucking parking lot fucking stage gimmick, like, dude. That was dope
for sure. Clockwork E, you're fucking dope as shit. You were one of my favorite fucking sets this year at the gathering, for sure.
We got someone new who wants to get added to the stream. Chester. Let's see. Chester, what's up, Chester? You look like you're audio only, but how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm audio only. My internet's fucked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what's up, my guy? How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
I was doing good the other day. I saw a ghost.
Facts?
And I started telling my therapist about it. And they told me it was just Michael Jackson.
Dude, like, yeah, therapists suck for trying to talk to them about any of that shit, dude. Do
you have any paranormal experiences, or just ones with Michael Jackson?
One time I woke up and I had ejaculate all over me. I didn't know how that happened.
That's called
the stranger
emission, my guy, or
nocturnal emission, something like that.
Yeah, is that like paranormal or something?
I mean, it depends.
I'm not a scientist.
There is a thing called a succubus or an incubus, depending on your preference, that may have visited you in the middle of the night and done something to you to cause this emission, if you will. But that's purely speculation on my end, because I don't know what.
Do you think he was hot?
What?
Do you think he was hot?
Who was hot?
Could have been.
The ghost that made me come.
Do I think that they were hot? No, I don't.
Oh man.
Yeah, if they had ghost, how you able to see that booty or how big it is? I mean, like.
I mean, could you see the ghost, or was it?
Yeah,
invisible?
They have devices for that, right? Tell how thick the ghost is.
To tell how thick the ghost is.
Like a ghost protractor or something?
I think I've seen that on Ghost Adventures once.
Yeah, like the ghost thick meter, the thickomometer, I think they call it, right?
Yeah.
What does it start beeping even louder? How depending on how hot the ghost is?
Yeah.
How thick she is. Well,
anyways,
Chester,
what are you guys up to?
Well, just talking about, Violent J on DJ Clay's goddamn Twitch stream, and any paranormal activity that people may have had, including demonic emissions.
Having a nice chin wiggle about stuff and things.
Shit, what do I do with that?
You guys listen to ICP? So,
what? Say again?
Wait, what?
That's a cool shirt, dude.
Oh, I thank you. But what did you
do
say?
like this. So you guys listen to ICP?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you guys talk
kinda.
about Violent J? Oh, I
Yeah,
see your hat. My bad. I
yeah.
didn't
Violent
notice the
J
hat.
on DJ
Sorry.
Clay's Twitch
I was
stream.
like, what? What
I
was
didn't
his new
notice the
stream?
hat.
From
I was
Thursday
at the
night.
strip. I was at the strip club the other day. There was a blind stripper at the strip club, and I kept telling her I was throwing a bunch of ones at her and fives, but it was actually just toilet paper.
She fell for that, huh? You
Yeah,
know, they're supposed to have like better senses. I find that one rather hard to believe because I think she might be tipped off by the coarse nature of strip club toilet paper grain.
yeah. She probably knows exactly what that feels like, huh?
Oh yeah, she's got to be familiar with that grain. I'm sure she's used that toilet paper for various
Oh yeah,
various jobs.
oh yeah, yeah. Good point.
Well, Chester, um, any other interesting paranormal encounters?
No, I really don't believe in ghosts, but
You know, I struggle with the concept of a ghost myself. I don't even know if it's really a ghost, like, or a dead person. You know what I mean? At times, I think it might just be glimpses of things that happened in the past that sort of just get stained onto our reality, if that makes any
right
fucking
on,
sense.
right on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or a glimpse into the fourth dimension where we're sort of
I mean,
seeing.
yeah, that's like where demons and stuff, angels come from too. So I do believe in that stuff.
You're a religious man, Chester?
Yeah, I'm a God fearing man for
That's what's up.
sure. I've fiddled with the evil spirits,
Mm. It sounds
and
like they fiddled with you too, by the way.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
good. They did. His name was Ron. It was my uncle.
Oh shit, Chester.
Damn.
I guess I'm becoming your therapist here too.
Hey, that's what homies are for.
Yay. And the internet,
Yeah.
apparently.
No, I'm
Well,
just joking with
shouts
you
out to, what
guys.
would you say, Uncle Ron?
Yeah, Uncle Ron.
Yeah, shouts out to Uncle Ron. Um,
Shout him
I don't
out.
know if
He
you're
raped me.
joking, Chester, but that is unfortunate if that really happened to you, my guy.
He's shouting him out. He raped me when I was 12.
Are you
Oh,
being
damn.
serious right now?
No, I'm joking around.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
joking around.
Man,
I'm not trying to make fun of you for
man.
being
Shit.
I'm
Man, we
sorry.
trying to be for real, not for play.
It's all jokes with me always.
Nah, now you
The
get
whole
on.
my
I
life
got
is
the feeling
jokes.
that you were just joking around, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like
Yeah,
poking fun at something really fucking serious.
yeah, for sure.
Jeez.
By the way, I'm gonna try my first moon mist right now.
Oh, he's got the moon mist.
I've never tried one. I'm gonna try it for the first time. Right
Oh,
now.
that's good, dude.
Enjoy,
It's good.
man.
That's some good stuff. That's
pretty
some
good. Not
classic.
bad.
Oh, pal, yeah, brother.
I tried on the last stream. I tried Fago root beer for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
And, kind of underwhelming out of the can, but I have to say a little update on the Fago root beer. I poured that shit over some ice, and that
Nice.
boy got all frothy. And
Yeah.
boy, that shit over some ice is a lot
Oh
better.
yeah.
Fago
Oh
root
yeah.
beer
You're
over
making
some
me
ice.
thirsty as
Definitely
talking
the
about
way
it,
to
but
go.
I know, man. Shit, man. I don't got no Fago right now. You're making me all antsy.
yeah, I gotta hit the stove real quick. The sheets.
I was
man.
just in Ohio for Camp Zool, and I was in a convenience store, and they had a whole shitload of Fago in there. So I was like, all right, this is my opportunity. So I went.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nuts
You
and
can't pass
had a whole
that
bunch
up.
of shit.
Fucking A, yeah, man.
Ooh, we got a new addition to the stream. Lucid.
So,
Welcome
guys,
to the Humble Among broadcast system. Do you have any paranormal experiences with the Dark Carnival you would like to share with me this evening?
Dark Carnival. Do aliens, UAPs count?
Yes.
Yep.
Back in like 2019, I was with friends late at night at a ravine and having like barbecue and shit. It was pretty late, and we saw like we have them on video. We all seen them. There was like 80 of these things just like going like low to the ground, going like in between the forest, and like shooting up and acting like stars. It was weird.
Yeah, I've seen some similar shit like that, man, too.
It was crazy.
seen,
like we saw it like a lot though. Like we saw it.
It was
up
nice
close.
talking to you guys, but I can't
Fuck.
stand this guy. I'm leaving.
All right, then. Whoop, whoop.
Sorry, Chester.
I know.
Shouts
him.
out to
He's talking
Chester.
shit.
Yeah,
Shouts out
this
to
is
Chester.
whoop whoop.
That was hilarious. I had a good
Yeah,
time with Chester.
yeah. That was a little
That's
nice.
true.
And Uncle Ron.
He got ghost raped though. He's been telling me about that for years.
Well, really? Oh my! I'll say.
So, you saw them going in and out of the woods. You said, Lucid?
Yeah, they're like flying right by us. So I have it on video and shit. It's weird.
Huh. That's crazy. I saw a UFO in the middle of the fucking day, and it was one of those cigar boys flying over
Oh
my
yeah.
fucking town, and it was really bizarre. And I had my cell phone on me. Briefly thought about pulling it out to video it, but then just didn't do it. It was the weirdest fucking thing. And there was another guy across the street walking in the opposite direction across the street, and he stopped and he's just looking at it like me. We're both just dumbfounded, right? And we're just kind of looking at each other and he's like, "You see that? Yeah. What the fuck is that? I don't know." We're just kind of looking at it for a while and then we just kind of turn and we keep going along our way. The weirdest fucking thing. The fact that like neither of us are like that, like neither of us are filming it, but it was like literally a cigar, like silver cigar, just whoop.
Yeah, like one of those
Across the sky.
like one of those magnets you get that click and clack together or something. They kind of look like that.
It looked like a silver cigar. It looked like it was the fucking weirdest thing. I've never seen anything in the sky like it before. I expected, when I would see a UFO, I'd see like a classic saucer and shit. So
Yeah,
when
they
it was
say
a
those
cigar, I
ones
was a little
go.
disappointed. But like,
They say
it's
those ones
definitely,
go into the ocean or something. It's like the ones
yeah,
that Commander Fraser or whatever his name
yeah,
is
the one that
described.
he saw, the Tic Tac boy.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's similar to what I saw. That's the closest thing I can imagine to what it would be.
Yeah.
These things they weren't that cheap. We thought they were drones at first, but they're too big and they're moving way too quick. There's too many of them and they're out there for way too long. It was fucking
Yeah,
weird.
didn't you say they were like lights too or something though too, dude?
Yeah, they go up really high and like act like fucking stars, and they just get up there
Yeah.
like a second. Like they just fucking teleport there pretty much. And then
Oh shit.
like it was weird because all these cars started to come in the ravine and we all tripped out and ran away. It's
I'm
like all
sorry,
these cars
Lucid.
came at the same time. It's all right,
Chester, I
man.
think, just came back to apologize real quick to you, Lucid.
Oh, I know Chester. We met each other at the demon rape support group.
Shit, how many of those they got around? I need to find one of those in my town.
Google it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how that sorcery works.
It's not good, but
Chester's a Freemason. Don't believe anything he says.
Is that
no,
true?
that'd be Lucid. Look at his picture, dude.
Oh shit, he does kind of have a little bit of a Freemasonry symbolism thing going on there.
Yeah, but no, I got another paranormal thing I want to tell you guys.
Oh shit, spill it.
All right, so
All
I was
over your
at a
chest,
bar
sorry.
one day. I was at a bar one day, and
This is gonna be good.
there's a guy with a gigantic pumpkin head.
Oh, are you making fun of me? Don't.
And
Oh, how
no,
dare you?
his head was gigantic, and it was shaped as a pumpkin. And I was like, "How did that happen, Buzz? Why is your head like that?" And he said he found a lamp. He got it. It was the genie. He got 3 wishes. And I was like, "Oh, what were the 3 wishes? How did your head get like that?" He says, first wish, he wished for $100 million. He got that. Second wish, he wished for a beautiful wife. He got that. And then he just stopped. And I was like, come on, man. What was the third wish? How did your head get like that? He said, oh, yeah, I really fucked up on the third wish. I wish for a gigantic pumpkin head.
What?
Chester is the Norm Macdonald of the Humble Among broadcast.
Yeah, that's a Norm Macdonald joke.
Is it really a Norm joke?
Yeah, I literally stole that from Norm.
Oh, facts, bro. I could tell because it's kind of a Norm.
It's such a
deadpan,
Norm.
I'm glad
punchline.
you guys know that because I love Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's awesome.
Rest in peace. Rest
He's
in
the
peace,
one.
Norm
He's the one
Macdonald,
that
man.
made you. He's the one that made him ejaculate during the nighttime. There's Norm Macdonald's ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, was that him?
Yeah,
it
it was.
I went
Hey,
to a medium and they told
that
me.
would not be sad though. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you should feel honored then, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
an honor.
would feel honored if that happened to me.
Yeah, he just likes the way your balls wrinkle.
Yeah, right. He comes back from the dead just to jerk me off. That'd be pretty cool.
Right? Shit. I ain't never had nobody come back from dead to jerk me off yet, so.
Well, I have to admit,
You
this
ain't
isn't the way
living
I
right,
thought that the
man.
paranormal
Must not
stream
be
would
living
go, but
right.
boy, it's really panning out nicely.
Wow, what paranormal shit has happened to you guys? You guys got demons?
Yeah. Tell us your stories. I want to
The
hear your
craziest
story.
thing is my UFO encounter. I haven't had any experience with ghosts. I've had friends tell me that they've had crazy experience with ghosts that, like, I don't know. Like, I struggle to believe the shit sometimes because,
What we saw was fucked up. It freaked us all out, and we all felt fucking like we were in a dream for weeks after. We're like, we can't tell anybody about this. And then they
I mean,
started
it definitely
disclosing it. It
felt
was right before
surreal
they
when I
started.
saw the UFO above me. Like, it was like I said, like I thought about my phone, but I didn't want to bring it out. It felt like I was dazed or something. Like, I don't know. It's very weird. The whole thing was very weird.
All our phones started heating up and dying really quick. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a thing that supposedly does happen. That the magnetism and these devices fuck up our devices, I guess. Yeah, UFOs, UAPs, ain't that some
Yeah,
shit?
it was weird because it's
Yeah.
like nobody was there, and all of a sudden, like 6 cars came in at the same time, and we all just drove away. We're like, fuck this shit.
If you guys had to take a guess, do you think it's something from somewhere else,
I don't know.
or
I thought
is it
it could
man-made?
be. Like where I live, it's not that far from a military base. So I'm like, maybe they're just fucking around testing some shit.
Mm.
But it just didn't seem possible. I don't know, like, why would they test it in a fucking park where there's people gonna be? First of all,
Yeah.
Bro, you live in Canada. You ain't got no military, dude. What are you talking about?
yeah, we do. We do, and like the U.S. would probably come here to test shit because there's less people, more room. But I don't know why they come to the biggest city. I'm in Toronto, so it's a big city.
Is it a big military base?
It's pretty big, yeah. Well,
Mm.
kind of. I think they just do training and shit there, though. It's like there's like an airport by it too, a little airport.
You never know what they might be hiding at some of these bases, because there's the whole thing that they're attracted to nuclear activity or weapons.
Yeah, like kind of like when the Hiroshima bombs and shit went off, there was a huge spike and all that shit, you know, because they're like, hey, what are these motherfuckers doing? They discovered shit early or whatever, you know.
There's a book I'm reading right now about this UFO crash that happened in the general area that they were doing all of the Trinity bomb tests and stuff. And the crash happened sort of on reservation land, actually. And it's this really fucking weird UFO story, UFO crash story that's a few years before Roswell. They have like fucking actual piece of the thing, because one of the little boys that fucking saw the crash took a piece of it and repaired a windmill, and it's a wild fucking story, and apparently true, and some real shit. And yeah, that there is some physical, when people say that there's not physical evidence for shit like this, that's just, like, frankly not true. Like, it's just not reported on, because I mean, there's no answers to this shit. Oh, see you again, Chester. Chester's out.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely I don't know what to believe that the things are, but I like to think it's something that is insane and from another planet or another realm or another dimension. Or I almost am to the belief that it's an interdimensional thing at this point.
yeah.
Jacques Vallée seems to think that they're
A lot of people think that.
interdimensional. Shouts out to Jacques Vallée. But yeah, and that's a John Keel thing as well. John Keel seemed to think that they were an interdimensional thing.
Yeah, whatever the
Yeah.
shit we saw, it was pretty close to us. There was like this. They're like this bigger than cars. Like they're pretty fucking big, and they're silent. They're completely silent.
So did you actually get to see them close enough that you could see a shape to them?
One of them fucking went right past us. It was fucking nuts. Like it was like from here to maybe like 50 yards away or something or less.
Wow.
It was fucked. One of them flew right past us and it went up in the sky and sat like a star, like in the clouds, like above the clouds. Or even. It was I don't know. It was fuck.
And this was
It didn't have.
you're in Canada, Chester said.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Toronto. But you said this was a park?
Yeah, it was like a ravine.
Hmm.
Like a ravine with like, it has like ski hills and shit. But it was during the summertime, like little hills and shit, and we were at the top of the hill.
What time at night was it?
It was like fucking like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning or something.
Yeah, that seems about right.
It's weird. Oftentimes the shit happens in these like really late at night, like 2, 3 in the morning hours for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We started seeing these things flying everywhere. There's a shitload of them. There's like a bunch of them, and at first we just thought they were drones or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then
they might be because they definitely can move in ways that there's not a human on board. Like
they weren't making any noise
at like
though.
Fucking 1,500 miles per hour and doing a right-hand turn. Like
yeah, shit that just defies physics.
A human would be splattered on the side of the inside of that thing if a human was inside.
Oh yeah. All those things are definitely unmanned. Nothing biological to live like be inside of there, unless they're like robots or something. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Some people think that the Greys are robots of some kind. But that's a whole another can of worms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story, Lucid.
Yeah, it's a very interesting encounter.
I'll send you guys a fucking video of it. It's weird.
Yeah. Have you uploaded it to YouTube or anything like that?
No.
You should just upload that, boy.
Yeah, dude.
This is right before like they start talking about it like crazy and disclosing it, like the New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when all that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I don't know if
article
they were doing
came
this
out.
shit on. Like I don't know if they were doing this shit on purpose to build like, stories in the background like this. Like let's put out a bunch of weird shit and then release this in the media, and then people start. I don't know, like it's like some type of psyop thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
There's definitely certain things that have happened in UFO lore that people at this point are saying were psyops encounters.
I mean, look at the battle for Los Angeles. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was something maybe legit over Los Angeles.
I mean, they were shooting at the motherfucker. I mean,
yeah, they're from that. There's people that said that they were shelling for hours at that thing.
Wow.
Whatever it was, they were shelling for hours, and
yeah, that's fucked.
I mean, what were they shooting at? There's clear that whole thing is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, I'm gonna get back on my Violent J on DJ Clay shit, if you gentlemen do not mind, and then we'll close out the stream. Let's see.
Yep.
So we were talking about the KMK thing. That led into Violent J telling a story about Isham taking his Lincoln Navigator home one evening and having about $16,000 worth of stereo equipment just straight up jacked from that bitch. And the shit was found on blocks the next morning. So yeah, be careful if you're in Detroit, in certain neighborhoods on the east side. Apparently, your shit will get left on blocks. I don't know what year this was in. Jay didn't say, but he told that story real quick. They told another fucking crazy story about going to the gathering, the Oklahoma gathering with Jay. It was Jay, Clay, Light, and Ant, all in a Suburban going to the gathering, and they all just stocked up with brand new outfits, shoes. DJ Clay had brand new gear, brand new DJ gear, all brand new shit in the boxes in the back. And they stopped to go to a strip club the night before and went to the hotel. Jay got up early and packed all the shit in the cars for all the homies and was like, yo, all y'all just get ready and we're gonna bounce. I'm gonna go gas up real quick. I'm gonna come back and scoop all y'all up. Just get ready. Jay goes to the gas station and he sees two crackheads gassing up, and he kind of looks at the crackheads and he's like, nah, fuck that. Hits the lock thing on the key fob, what he assumes is the lock thing on the key fob.
Oh.
Goes into the gas station, pays for his gas, comes back out. Motherfucking Suburban is gone. The whole car is gone. Whole car is gone.
Dude.
So Jay has no choice but to fucking just straight up call the cops. The cops apparently are able to get up on the OnStar and talk to the motherfucking police and to the thief. The police are able to talk to the thief driving the car. And they're able to
Wow.
disable the car, but by the time they get to the car, there's nothing in there. There's nothing. The whole car is stripped. DJ Clay said that car was literally vacuumed because he's like, I remember the day before I was eating chips in the back seat and I spilled chips and the chips were not there. So they
What
vacuumed.
the
They
fuck?
vacuumed that bitch. DJ Clay said.
Yeah, the
So
Cadillac
that was a
converter was
really
probably off it
fucking-
too.
That was a really interesting story. I've never heard them tell before.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. Holy crap.
So that's like all their shit was gone before the gathering. Like, so needless to say, that kind of soured their mood
Yeah.
going into that gathering. They were maybe all a little bit mad at Jay. They tried to stop at another strip club, I think they said, and to lighten the mood, and it only kind of worked for a little bit. Yeah,
dude, yeah, that would really bum
great.
me out.
That was a great story. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jay was doing this funny fucking improv gimmick where Jay would be starting to tell a story, and DJ Clay would kind of like interrupt him to do something with the chat, like catch up on the chat comments or something.
Yeah.
And then when Jay would continue the story, he would be telling a completely different story. You'd have to see it to know what I am talking about.
I could kind of picture it
He
happening.
did it one time with Bigfoot, and then another time with water skiing. Like just completely, wildly different stories. Shouts out to like I said, Violent J, very much on point in these.
Dude, yeah, that sounds like so comedically clever, dude.
Very
like,
funny. He was
like,
very
wow.
funny.
That's
his
awesome.
girlfriend wasn't. His girlfriend was in the house, by the way. He definitely was like trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
his girlfriend to laugh. You could hear her giggling in the background for a while there.
Dude, that's so awesome. I'm glad to see him happy with her.
Yeah,
dude.
dude, you can tell he was having a great fucking time.
Yeah, that's awesome here.
If you want to see happy, healthy, Violent J, check out that DJ Clay stream because it's fucking very entertaining.
Well, I'm gonna have to beat that too.
Told a story about Canadian juggalos at the gathering having a motor bong that shot hits into your lungs that Jay took a hit from, and then drove his car off of the fucking off of a little cliff there and fucked himself up.
Damn.
Let's see. ECW story about partying at the hotel and someone threw an ashtray out the window into Jay's fucking car, and they found out that the person who threw the ashtray out the window was New Jack, and so they apparently had a little bit of beef with New Jack for a while there, and they were going to try to get New Jack beat up when he came to Detroit, which that would have been fucking some shit.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know about New Jack, he's one of the most notorious people in pro wrestling. Jay went on to say that they never booked New Jack at the gathering because Jay felt that he was a public nuisance who was only on the planet to hurt people.
Wow. That's a statement right there. So wow.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think Violent J is wrong. New Jack was a fucking menace.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty on point with a lot of things, you know.
I don't know if you're that familiar with New Jack's history and some of the things he's done.
No, I'm not really into the whole wrestling world. I mean, I followed it a little bit when I was a kid and stuff, you know. But
check out Dark Side of the Ring sometime. If on Vice, there's a great show about New Jack, a great episode about New Jack on the Dark Side of the Ring show.
I feel like somebody mentioned that on the podcast.
Tried to murder people a couple of times in the ring, without going too far into details. One time he tried to murder a 16-year-old boy who lied about his age to get in the wrestling ring. He basically sliced him up really bad in the forehead to the point where he was just gushing blood and had to be taken out of there because he was losing that much blood.
Wow.
Another time he tried to murder a wrestler by throwing him into a bunch of chairs. They were doing a scaffold match, which is basically a match where you're very high above the ring. He threw this wrestler off of the scaffolding into these he was supposed to throw him onto these tables that were set up, but he threw him so far. He said he literally was trying to throw him so far that he would kill him. So
Wow.
he New Jack's a crazy motherfucker.
That's some
So
shit.
Violent
Wow.
J was that's why Violent J wasn't trying to ever book him at the gathering. Said that
Yeah, I can see why.
said that there was a time when they were filming the Backyard Wrestling 2 video game commercial, and New Jack was in the commercial with them, and New Jack was acting insane during that, being a menace, once again causing trouble for the director. Talked about eating coke boogers after he ran out of cocaine to snort. New Jack's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's some shit. Wow.
Let's see.
Boofing cocaine boogers.
Yeah, just straight up eating cocaine boogers when you're out of the blow that you did.
Yeah.
Gross, really gross.
Yeah, that's some bottom of the barrel kind of activity.
Jay said he's really played out on Joe Bowls. He's not eating Joe Bowls anymore. Said he's kind of played out on food in general after realizing that food is just flavor.
Yeah, especially from what he said on the Adam 22 podcast. You know, he was just like, fuck food, you know?
Yeah, he kind of said that he had an addiction to food.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear him talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was basically all of the notes. They played some GTA after that. That was about it. There was nothing really notable that I wanted to talk about that came up after that. But that was a really entertaining stream. Shouts out to DJ Clay for hosting that stream and getting Violent J up on some content, because I always appreciate the Wicked Clowns on some fucking content.
Dude, yeah, and like, man, ever since they've been doing their Patreon and like the Palcast, like there's more content than fucking ever. You know?
Well, hey, shouts out to the Patreon, because the Patreon is what got me to start doing this YouTube shit, because I had all these weird thoughts that I would be having watching these Patreon streams that I was just ranting to nobody about, like literally just watching it and ranting about things. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to write these thoughts down and make a video about it and see what happens. And I had so much fun doing it that I'm still doing it.
Well, that's fucking awesome to hear, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally like why I do this, is I just have these weird juggalo thoughts that I just want to share.
Yeah, in fact, I really like your videos, man. If you want to talk about that for a second, man, just being a casual viewer. Yeah, because I mean, I'm just a casual viewer or whatever, who's just watching from the sidelines or whatever. But man, I love your content, man. Like, I love it a lot more than like Toxic Play Entertainment or some other stuff like bullshit or whatever.
Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you watching and shit. I try to keep it positive over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that aspect too. You know.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I have love. I've said it many times on here. I have love for all juggalos. If you're a juggalo and you're trying to do your thing, I got love for you.
So for sure.
That's
you know,
the vibe I try to have over here.
That's what it's all about.
So there's some petty beef shit going on in the juggalo YouTube community that I try to just not participate in. It's not really my thing. Is beef and negativity like that, especially if it's on some juggalo YouTube shit, dude. Like, I do this shit on my like free time and shit. Like, that's not this ain't my main hustle. Like, my main hustle.
Yeah, you like you don't need something new to talk about every week. You know, you're just being you and like.
Yeah, I'm just honestly just talking about shit I want to talk about.
Honestly. Yeah, and I like that. You know, I mean that's cool. It's chill. I mean, I like to come home from work. You know, just maybe hear somebody ramble. You know, who like kind of thinks like me or whatever, and kind of like I can vibe with.
Well, because honestly, it was people like that made me want to do this. It's actually my main juggalo YouTube influence, if you will. This guy, Murder Mayhem show, Mitchell. Murder Mayhem Mitch. He kind of isn't doing shit anymore, and he never really did shit on YouTube anyway. But he had like a podcast he was doing on like Apple and all of that, Apple and all those platforms. Yeah, I think you can still find it. But he was always, I really appreciated Mitchell because he was always just so honest with his fandom and how much fun he had at like his gathering recaps were always so refreshing to me. And because he was just honest about his fandom and his good time, and how, he was just he was honest about how he was a nerd and he didn't give a fuck like that he was a nerd. And I thought that shit was dope.
It is dope, man.
So open. So shouts out to Mitchell. He's like basic, and also like definitely the Beneath the Dirt podcast was definitely like influence on me.
I subscribe to them too. I think
seeing that dude's. Just him wanting to talk about shit that he's into once again. So shouts out to Roan Bone, Beneath the Dirt. Those are my major Juggalo YouTube influences, with if you will. But one of them isn't even really a YouTuber. He's a fucking podcaster that doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah. That's cool to hear your take on that and stuff, and how to hear, what made you want to do this. That's really interesting.
Well, honestly, my first Juggalo YouTube thing is the documentary I did for the Gathering of the Juggalos 2019, which is still wildly popular, and
Yeah.
way more popular than anything on my fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like I've
And
seen
how
that
a lot
before.
of Juggalos found out about me and are still finding out about me is through that video. And by the way, 2021 video coming soon. I just have to edit the shit.
I think I actually ran across you a couple times at the Gathering because I remembered your green hair.
Oh yeah,
and I remember.
Bitch, man.
I think. Do you remember me coming up to you and being like, "Dude, I really like your hair"? I mean,
I'm sure I got that.
I was just probably
many
another
times,
face,
though,
but yeah,
like for real, like people were like really the green hair was really bright because I dyed it right before the Gathering.
Yeah,
so that shit was really popping. If you can see, it's pretty fucking faded right now, but it was really popping. So honestly, like I had so many people.
It made you stand out, and that's why I was like, ooh.
But I definitely remember you from being at TPE camp and shit. I definitely remember you being around TPE camp and shit.
Yeah, because I was chilling at Toxic Plague with Toxic Plague Entertainment a couple of times, but and Camp Glitter Dick was right next to there too. Those
it was kind of like a combo camp going on vibe a little bit there.
Yeah, shout out to Camp Glitter Dick. Love you guys.
Yeah. Shouts out to everybody, man. Shouts out to all those guys. Those guys were very welcoming at the fucking Gathering.
I kind of got petty beef with them now. I mean, not on my side really, but like, man, I just felt like they were douchebags to me, and they completely shit all over me afterwards and shit. I was like, whatever. So I left that whole community. I felt like I was the number one supporter, and then like they shit all over me, and then I left. So I was like, fuck them.
I've heard,
but that's just me.
I should probably say, but it's not my space to talk on. So
yeah, I should probably say I love all the fans of Toxic Play Entertainment because like those are my family. Like I love like all the people who were in the chat and who were in the Discord before it ended or whatever happened there. But yeah, I love the fans. I
love all Juggalos is what I'll just say about it. And people who have mental health issues, I hope you get the help you need. That's the most polite way I can say that. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good way to end the stream.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me, man. You were basically on this whole bitch with me. We're almost at 2 hours on this shit.
Oh shit,
yeah.
Well, it was a fun time, and I enjoyed having a really nice chin wiggle with you, pal.
Hey, thank you for being with me. Thank you for talking with me, and being a good
much love, man.
Much clown love.
Yeah, much clown.
I hope everybody has a good evening. Everybody who watched, please like this video. Maybe I'll do another panel stream, late night panel stream. Definitely would like to do another paranormal stream.
In fact, that's what I really wanted to talk about because, like, that's what.
I need to get Yak up on here. Yak is the one he had a story, and honestly, I think Wukanda had some shit he wanted to talk about with this shit, and I don't know if Wukanda is awake because I think I waited too long, and I think Wukanda might be in sleepy sleep land at this point. But nonetheless, we're gonna probably do another one of these boys along the paranormal tip because I definitely want Yak's story, and I want to hear more stuff.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting.
I think that Juggaloism might be a magnet to I think the Dark Carnival itself is paranormal activity, and I think like I said, this man Violent J is just a fucking lightning rod to the shit.
I
think wherever Violent J goes, I think paranormal shit follows him, whether he knows it or not, whether we know it or not. But that's just some weird shit that I personally believe, and I just grow to believe more every day. I think the Dark Carnival itself is a paranormal thing.
Yeah, I've definitely felt it too, and I agree.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have actually felt the carnival. Shouts out to Ouija Mac. I know Ouija Mac feels that fucking carnival shit.
Oh,
yeah. All right. Without further ado, thank you again, my good man, for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hit that like boy, hit that subscribe boy. Check out Humble Among on all streaming services. I got music and all that shit. Halloween Tape 4 is out now. Wonderland is out now. Christmas Tape 3 is coming. I have Christmas songs coming for you. Christmas Tape 3.
Cool,
and
dude.
it's got a subtitle, but I'm not going to say what the subtitle is yet. I have 6 songs, 6 Christmas songs done right now,
Wow.
basically done. The 6th one is almost done, and I'm probably going to make a 7th because I want to have 7 songs again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
So
dude. That sounds
nonetheless,
exciting.
yeah. So, and a lot of exciting other projects that I can't talk about too much yet. But
Yeah, I
next
hear
year's
ya.
going to be a fun fucking year. I'm going to release a lot of weird shit next year. All right,
Well,
man.
sweet. That sounds awesome, man. I can't wait.
Thank you for joining me once again. I hope everybody has a great night. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
Much clown love.
Much clown love.